Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we have seen the basics of computer, right? In the basics of computer we have learned about the generations of computer and then about data and information and then about the components of computer, right? So you'd have learned the generations of computer question thoroughly, and today's work is to learn the components of a computer. Okay, components of computer means I'll just recall it once. First you have to write about computer. Okay, computer means it's a combination of hardware and software. Hardware means it is a physical component of a computer like monitor, keyboard, motherboard, memory devices, everything are hardware components, and software means it is a set of instructions or set of programs. Okay, so this hardware and software together only makes the system or the computer to function. Okay, so first you have to write about computer and then you have to draw the diagram of components of a computer. That is 1.3 in your book. I have sent you the screenshot of your book also. So 1.3, that is first input unit and then the processing unit. Inside the processing unit you will have memory and control unit and arithmetic and logic unit, right? Control unit, ALU, internal memory, main memory, secondary memory, right? And then output unit. And then you have to write about input unit. Input unit means it's used to feed any form of data to the computer which can be stored in the memory unit for further processing. What are the examples of input units? One of the basic input units, keyboard, mouse, right? And then about central processing unit, you have to write. Central processing unit means it will have all the instructions and it will have the operation mechanism, everything. And also the data will be stored inside this processing unit. So the memory unit is also inside this processing unit. So inside central processing unit, that is CPU, we have three components: control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, and memory unit, right? And then you have to explain about arithmetic and logic unit. Arithmetic and logic unit means here we'll have arithmetic operations. You can perform some arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, and some logical operations also. And then about memory, here we'll have internal memory, main memory, and secondary memory. Inside internal memory, if you see, a temporary memory and a permanent memory will be there. That one we'll say it as a primary memory and secondary memory. Okay, so about this memory unit, control unit, arithmetic and logical unit, you have to write. Control unit means control unit controls the flow of data between CPU, memory, and the input and output devices. So this control unit only controls the whole operation. Entire operation of the computer will be controlled by this control unit. And then output. Output unit means it's any type of hardware which will convey the information to the user in a understandable form. For example, you can say monitor or a printer. Okay, so this much is your components of computer question. So you have to make thorough this components of computer question and have to write it down in your note also. Okay, last session itself I have given you a work to write generations of computer. I hope you would have completed it. You just complete it and take a screenshot or take a picture of it and just send it to me. Okay, and then today we are going to see about the input and output devices. Okay, first let's see the input device. First input device is keyboard. Keyboard may be a wired one or a wireless one, or it may be virtual also. Wired means normal keyboard which we use in our lab and all. Wire will be there. The keyboard will be connected using wire to the CPU, right? So another one is wireless. Only a small pen drive like USB will be there. You have to just plug in to the your CPU and no wire connections and all will be there. It will work wirelessly. And another one is virtual keyboard. Virtual keyboard means we can just touch it's like a touch screen. This is a virtual class. You can just see it. It won't have any hardware, but the keyboard will be displayed there. So you can just touch and you can use it. Okay. Now let's see about them in detail. This keyboard is a most common input device. Whatever input devices you know, the first thing which will come into your mind is keyboard, right? If anyone asks, say anyone input device means you'll suddenly say keyboard and mouse, right? So because in every computer keyboard will be there. Maximum system, if you are having a monitor separately means we'll use keyboard also, right? So their individual keys will be there for letters, numbers, and special characters and all. Individual keys will be there. These are all called as character keys. Okay, this keyboard layout, this has derived from the original typewriter. Okay, if you are seeing the keyboard, you may think from where this format came like that. So this one came from typewriter. Okay, typewriter was the initial thing. From typewriter only this keyboard has been emerged. Okay, so then the data and instructions are given in as the input by typing here in the keyboard only. Okay, inside a computer, if you have to give any program coding or any data or any set of instructions means through this keyboard only you will be able to type. Okay, other than this alphabets and numbers, we have some function keys also. In the first class itself, I have shown you the keyboard and I have taught you function keys means the top of the keyboard. If you see in laptops, sometimes it will be resembled in a different format of keys. Maximum normal keyboards will have F1, F2, F3, F4 till F12 will be there. These are the function keys. Okay, F1 is function 1 and likewise till F12. F12 function keys. Okay, so there are different set of keys available in the keyboard like some character keys, function keys, editing keys, navigation keys, a numerical keyboard also will be there, lock keys will be there like caps lock, number lock, like that lock keys will be there, modifier keys will be there. If you see in the keyboard, right side you will have a numerical keyboard. That means it will be like a calculator. Only the numbers and the symbols, addition symbol, subtraction symbol, those symbols will be there. It will look like a calculator. Okay, so this one we'll say it as a numerical keyboard. Okay, so normally in the left side we'll have alphabets and around that we'll have the symbols and some editing keys and all will be there. In between this numerical key, that is in between this calculator part and the alphabet part, in between that we'll have some arrows that we will say it as navigation keys. Okay, navigation means up down to move up down in car or in your mobile. If someone is saying just put navigation means what is it? It's just to put a route map. Okay, navigation means to go front, right, left, or back. That is the navigation. So this arrow keys are known as navigation keys. Okay, and above that, if you see some special keys will be there. It's like system and GUI keys and modifier keys. There you'll have home, end, insert, delete, page up, page down, like that and all. Print screen and all will be there, insert. So these using these are the some special keys. So using this keys you can just if you're having 100 pages means if you want to go page by page you can just click on this page up or page down keys. Okay, single arrow, or if you are giving just enter means it will just go one by one, right? So if you want to go to the first line, simply you can give home. If you want to go to the last, you can simply give end, right? So these are all the special characters, and some other editing keys are also there like control, shift, alt and all. So when you are seeing keyboard you will come to know about these keyboards, and when you are starting to type you will be able to know the use of all these keys. Okay, and the next input device is mouse. Okay, mouse also here we'll have wired mouse and also wireless mouse. So mouse means it is a pointing device. This is used to control the movement of the cursor. In the screen, if you see one cursor, one arrow symbol will be there, right? So the arrow symbol will be moving. As you are moving the mouse, this arrow symbol will be moving and the cursor will be, that arrow symbol will be displayed on the screen, right? This is used to select any menu or any command, or to activate something, or to open an icon, to select the icon also this mouse is used, right? In the first class itself I have said, hope you remember that some mouse actions are, we will have right click left click, right? We'll move, click, or right side key if you are clicking, we'll say it as right click. Simply click means this left key only will be clicking, okay? And I also will have double click. Double time if you are clicking, it is double click. And drag and drop option means you'll just click and move the mouse, and again you will release the button. That means drag and drop, okay? When you are inserting some images and all, you will just click on the left button of the mouse, and you will move the mouse wherever you want to move the image, and where you have to keep the particular image, you'll just release the mouse button and you'll just leave it there. Okay, and the different types of mouse available are mechanical mouse, optical mouse, laser mouse, air mouse, 3D mouse, a tactile mouse, ergonomic mouse, and gaming mouse. So each of this mouse will have each specifications. Okay, last in your previous edition, this book is I think 2020 edition. So previously in 2018 and before that, in that edition you had the explanation of optical mouse, laser mouse, mechanical mouse, and all. So this time you don't have to learn that. You don't have that portion. If you are using old book, you will have the that portion there. If you are really interested in knowing about this mouse and all, you can just surf in Google, or if you can search in any browser and you can just write it down. Okay, if you are able to know more, you just write those things also in your note. Okay, you can just put the heading mechanical mouse, optical mouse, laser mouse, and just to find the difference between this mouse and all, and just write it down. Okay, and about the invention of mouse also it is given. The computer mouse which we are using today has been developed by Douglas Engelbart. Okay, this person is the assistant of Bill English during 1960s and was patented on November 17, 1970. Okay, this mouse got invented in this year only. So this one is just to know. Okay, so you know what is mouse? This in your screen, arrow symbol will be there. To move that arrow symbol, this mouse is used. Okay, and the next input device is scanner. Scanner means, you know, in your mobile you are scanning the answers and you are sending. If you are writing any question, you will just take a pic of it and sending it, right? So there you are giving a input. To your mobile. Likewise, in computer you will use scanner. You will just keep any paper, or if you want to take Xerox or something, you will just scan it first. So that same thing will be displayed in the next paper, that is Xerox. If you are taking that paper in your screen means there you are giving the input there used by this scanner. Okay, the scanner scans the input and gives inside your processing unit. Okay, so the scanner are used to enter information directly into the computer's memory, right? This device will work like a Xerox machine. The scanner will convert any form of printed or written information, like it may be your photo, or it may be the written letter, or it may be the typed one, anything into a digital form. It will bring it to the monitor screen, okay, which can be manipulated by a computer. So that is about scanner. And the next one is fingerprint scanner. Fingerprint scanner means in our schools you would have seen we had punching machines, right? Teachers had punching machines. So it will work with our fingerprints. We have to just give the thumb impression there, and our attendance will be marked, or our timings will be marked there. It will be noted there. So this fingerprint scanner is a fingerprint recognition device used for computer security, equipped with fingerprint recognition. So if you are having a computer also, if you are keeping this fingerprint reader means, once if you are giving your fingerprint thumb in your mobile, most of the mobiles nowadays we are having this fingerprint recognition. If you see, if you are keeping your fingerprint only, it will just open the lock, right? So this you know for what it is used. We will say it is biometric technology. Okay, this five fingerprint recognition feature is used for biometric technology. Here this is used for a very safety secured purposes. It's like using a password. Okay, only one person will have the thumbprint, right? If you are having a thumbprint, that same thumbprint no one else will have in this world, right? So using this thumbprint, we can, if you are making a lock, no one else can break the lock, right? Only if you keep your finger in that fingerprint reader, it will just read and it will just unlock the particular thing, right? So this is a very safe and convenient device for security purpose than using passwords, and sometimes passwords may be hard to remember and so many things are there. Here no issues, you can just keep your finger and the print will be accepted. If you are keeping your own finger in the fingerprint reader, it will be unlocked, right? And the next one is trackball. Trackball is like upside down design of a mouse only. Here the user will use the ball directly while the device itself remains stationary. That means this user will spin the ball in various directions to navigate the screen movements. In the mouse, you have learned that you will move the whole mouse, right? Here the trackball means only the ball will be there. You can move the ball in any directions. Ball will move in right, left, front, back, up, down, and down. So moving the ball, the thing will be, the mouse like thing will be kept in the same place. By moving the ball, you can just move the cursor in the screen and you can select whatever you want in the screen. Okay, and next input device is retinal scanner. Retinal scanner is like fingerprint scanner only. It is also used for biometric technology only. This pattern will include the person's eyeballs movement. Okay, eyeballs pattern. We'll have like fingerprint or eye retina ball, also retinal or eye black ball is there, right? So that eyes also will have unique patterns. Okay, each one will have each unique pattern. So this unique patterns are person's retinal blood vessels. So this blood vessel, this one is also used as a scanner. Retinal scanner is also a biometric technique like fingerprint scanner. Okay, and the next one is a light pen. Light pen means it is more like a mouse only. Here we will use a pen like thing to point the particular portion in the screen. Okay, so this light pen is a pointing device which will be shaped like a pen and it is connected to a monitor. So the tip of the pen will have a light like thing. So the light pen contains a light sensitive element. This will detect the light from the screen, enabling the computer to identify the location of the pen on the screen. Wherever you are moving, it will just display in your smaller days until you would have played with a gun, laser gun, like that you would have played. If you are keeping the gun somewhere, if you are pointing it on the wall, it will just show a green color point there. Same like that only here, this light pen also you can just move it. When you are moving, light or a point will be shown on the screen. Okay, so this light pens have an advantage of drawing directly onto the screen also. Using that light pen we can draw directly, but this becomes hard to see and it is not so accurate also. Like normal pen we cannot draw, but if you are practicing you can make good drawings with light pens also. Okay, and the next input device is optical character reader. Optical character reader means this will be like a character reader. What is written on a paper with OCR. A user can scan a page from a book and the computer will recognize the characters or the letters in the page and everything, punctuation marks and everything, and it will give you a scanned document which will be displayed on the screen in a word processor. The thing which you are scanning in your note will be displayed on the monitor. That is the optical character reader. So if you are making it to move above your this page means it will just display. If you are moving above input devices means in the screen input devices, like that it will be typed. Okay, and the next one is barcode or QR code reader. That is in most of the supermarket billing sections you would have seen. this barcode pattern of lines will be there in most of the things which you buy nowadays. So it will just scan the code and it will give the informations in the computer, right? The barcode reader scans the information which are given in this barcode and it will transmit to the computer for the further processing. Using that, the details of the amount or the billing details will be displayed on the monitor, and it will just calculate the amount which you have to pay, right? That is barcode, and this system gives fast and error-free entry of information into the computer. QR in the sense quick response, okay? QR code means quick response code. This QR code is a two-dimensional barcode. That means which can be read by a camera also, and also it can be processed. It is a processed image only. If you see in your after you are getting your book, you can see in each lesson. I think in lesson starting or in the first page of your first lesson and all, you will have some QR codes. If you are just scanning that QR code with your camera, it will just take you to the page where you will have your book online. The same book will come where from browser. Okay, if you are having internet connection and if you are scanning that QR code from your book, you will get ebook in your mobile. Okay, and the next one is voice input system. We'll see about this voice input system, digital camera, touch screen, key air, and the next thing about output devices and all in the next session. Okay, so before attending the next session, in your note you should have written generations of computer question and also components of computer question. Okay, you just write it out, learn it, write it. Okay, you just write it and then learn, and then again you can write it and see, or you just learn and then write, and then you can check it with the ebook is there, right, in our group. If you have any doubts from that, or if you need any pages that you wish me to send, means I'll just send that pages separately. You can just ask me. Okay, and make sure you learn the portions on that day itself so that it will be easy for your final exams. Okay, thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.